It's time to step into the ring for another round of Marvelous Minds Conversations with Creatives. I am your host, the marvelous Marty McFly, and today I am absolutely thrilled because I am sitting down with two apex predators who are making waves in every promotion they hit. They're known for their top-tier aerial skills and magnetic in-ring style. They're definitely redefining what it means to be high-flying as well as spellbinding. Well, enough of me talking. It's time to introduce the Dub Club.
What an intro.
KJ Reynolds and Ryan Matthias. Yes, sirski. So I just got done watching you guys' match. It was really, really good against Orion. I always butcher his name.
Me too.
I walk up to him and say his name wrong. He was okay, whatever. And Gary J. Yes. It was a really good match.
They hurt.
Yeah.
That was painful, actually.
Yeah. You got chopped like nuts.
I'm actively trying to forget about it, but there is a constant pain that is not letting me forget about it, actually.
I mean, getting lost in the eyes.
He somehow avoided it.
Every
time,
Lucky.
actually.
Yeah,
kind of upsets me. Because I feel like everyone wants to hurt him. Just look at him. He's got a hurtable face, to be honest. But for some reason, I'm in there getting whooped. You're just watching, but
you guys do great saving each other, though. Like you guys do great. You do a great job with the cutoff. So I will say that
we try to be on the same page and help each other. You know, I save him. Sometimes he saves me. We try. Sometimes he doesn't save me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take one for the team.
And that's all part of the game, right? So, what is you guys' favorite match that y'all have been in so far?
Oh, our favorite match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! You got it off the top of your head?
No, honestly.
All right, then I will say it was a recent one. Not too long ago, we had a match with Alex Shelley, Chris Sapin, Motor City Machine Guns.
Yes.
That definitely has to be one of my favorite matches.
One of my favorites too. I've seen you guys in.
It's a match we've had, I think, like 3 times this year. So we've been really lucky to kind of keep getting the match again.
Yeah.
But
mine, probably the Rascals. We got that one.
Ooh, that was good. That was good.
We ran that a couple times.
Yeah. It's always the people that we become close with outside of the ring that are the most fun to get in there and really beat up. You know.
Reality, that one was fun too.
Grim Reality again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another group of people you just want to punch in the face.
Absolutely.
And, you know, they'll punch us back, so it's all good.
10 times harder.
10 times harder. Ooh, they get hard.
I said they hit hard.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I said.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
So how did y'all end up forming a tag team?
Oh, dude. We're coming up on 3 years, so we're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
3 years. I didn't know this guy until we started training.
Yeah.
First day of class, we pull up. He's there. He has a whole group of people he's coming up with. I didn't know a single one. All his backyard friends are pulling up to training.
Yeah.
I'm there alone. So he's all over there talking with everybody. I'm over here. I don't know. Somehow we finished training.
Yeah. We're the only two still doing it.
Yeah. Out of our whole class, we're the only two in Michigan, at least, still going.
Yes.
You know, after class, we just stayed. We kept training together. We're like, wow, we're kind of clicking.
Yeah, built that chemistry up. Yeah.
Training. I think for the first year straight, we were there training almost every day together. So then we just became so comfortable kind of working together that we're like, you know.
It was a no-brainer.
You know, because I know what he's about to do. He knows what I'm about to do. It's just kind of, it works now.
You guys are so synchronized that you take off your shirts at the same time. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but y'all take off your shirts at the same time. I'm going to put a clip in the video so they can see what I'm talking about. But
I didn't know we did that.
Y'all that synchronized.
I remember one of the chainsaw shows. We got up on the ring.
Oh, dude.
The exact
it honestly does happen more than I realized. But we just have those in sync moments.
Mm-hmm. That synergy.
That I look back, I'm like,
the suicide
dives sometimes. Sometimes they're bad, but sometimes they're going.
Yeah. How did y'all come up with the name Dub Club?
So the backstory behind this was was we were at an XICW show.
Okay.
And we were pitching an idea to Jeremiah Goldman to team with Sam Beal. And he gave us the name Beale Street Boys. And I said no.
Okay.
We are not doing that. So then I was just spitballing names and I was like, what about the Dub Club? And it was perfect.
I'm not gonna lie to you. For at least the first year and a half, I swear car rides the whole time we're just naming random names that we're like, maybe this will work. Because we were DTA for so long. But we're like, we need our own identity. We need our own name. We could not figure it out. And then I swear, this guy texted the group chat saying, what about Dub Club? And I'm like, that's it. Let's just do it. Let's stick with it. Let's go.
Stick with that. We started using Sam Beale's theme song "Rockstar" by Nickelback. Playing with that for a little bit, and then
Dubs.
It came to Rascal Flatts. It just everything fell into place.
Yeah.
Well, we like to talk about the movie Cars a lot.
That is.
We are very much fond of that movie. So when we figured out that song could be used, we're using it.
My favorite character in Cars was Mater. Who was your favorites?
Mater.
Yeah.
Oh, am I gonna be basic and say Lightning McQueen?
Because come on.
He's so cool. Mater is dope.
Mater is dope.
Lightning McQueen's got that GOAT status. That as much Mater can be a fan favorite, and everyone loves him for that. But Lightning McQueen, he's just got the legacy. He's got the records, man.
What was the one spy one? Like Chick Hicks? Or no, that was the green one, wasn't it?
The Porsche? No, the Porsche was light blue.
Was it?
I think it was light blue. It's been a while since I've seen it.
We're gonna have to just rewatch the movie again.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's like one of the car rides up the chainsaw. We just listened to the whole Cars album.
Ooh, see that one? That's a tearjerker. The Cars album.
Yeah.
That's where you get Life is a Highway. That's where you get the bangers, man.
Get Real Gone playing.
Ooh. This guy's going.
Yeah.
And I'm stressing the whole time.
Yeah.
I'd be anxious in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy gets me. Ooh. But yeah, so that's how the Dub Club came to be.
Okay. So speaking of creative, y'all gear is fire. I've told y'all that when I first seen it. What is the creative process when it comes down to you guys making your gear or creating?
Oh, it is so messy.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, we ping pong ideas. I actually started making gear, and I made this.
Not designing gear.
Designing
gear.
JCJ made our gear. He's gonna hopefully, I can't even get the word out. Keep making gear.
Yeah. But yeah, KJ got into designing gear. We just kind of figure out the color scheme, and I just kind of blast a bunch of ideas at KJ, and I hope some of them stick. Yeah. And then I'll send him a terrible drawing, really
like a stick person with some pants on,
awful, awful drawings. Somehow he just figures it out. I say, yeah, that works. We got it.
Even if it's not what he wants, that works.
It gets there. We get there.
So who has some of the sweetest gear to y'all?
To me? Oh, well, I'm just going to be biased because he's my favorite of all time. But Kurt Angle, just with the singlet, the colors he does every time, it's so vibrant. So, it's there. I love it.
The ABC, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, Rascals.
Oh, yeah. The black and green?
Black and green.
Yeah, that's nice.
Machine guns. That's the main.
Now you're just talking about our friends.
I also like I might say her name wrong. Steph Delander. Yeah, and Matt Cardona.
Oh,
their gear is nice too. Jurassic Park. Yes, the new gear. That's the one I'm talking about. That's the trios gear they got. Yeah, that's really dope. Oh yeah, the Ghostbusters one is nice. It just hit me like, oh yeah. Who's y'all biggest influence?
Honestly, growing up, it was always Kurt Angle. He was always one of my favorites. But now it kind of seems like our inspiration more goes towards Motor City Machine Guns. Just that now that we're a tag team and we see how crisp in every little small movement that they do.
Yeah.
Is more, okay, that's what we want to look at towards. Like how they do all the evading helping each other get out of the way.
Yeah.
That's inspires me with how I think now. Because now I don't just think, oh, let's try and get a move. Let's
paint a picture with it.
Yes.
let's move around, try and get them all confused and disorganized, and then we come in and hit something.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, like right now, machine guns, but for the longest time, it was Trey Miguel.
Okay.
For the longest time. Still, he's up there.
Oh yeah, he's a hell of an athlete. Hell of an athlete. Yeah. Yeah, my favorite has always been Randy Orton and Mickey James. Like, I fell in love with Randy Orton in '99 when he had the bang and the blue tights, like OG Orton with no tattoos for real.
Is
Yeah.
that when he was in the sling?
I remember when he was in the sling. When he was injured, he was cutting the promos.
Yeah, but that was like a little later on. I'm
Yeah,
talking about like fresh.
Yeah.
When his dad was still bringing him out. Like, yeah, OG Orton.
Ooh.
So both of y'all wrestled in high school, right?
I did.
You didn't wrestle in high school?
I did backyard wrestling during high school.
Okay, that's cool. Did you get injured at all doing that?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Doing stuff I was not supposed to be doing.
But look where it got you.
Still getting hurt.
That was not supposed to be the response. But you wrestled, and you did rugby too, right?
Yeah. Before I got into independent wrestling, I did amateur wrestling for about 9 years before I got started.
That's cool.
So I spent a lot of time kind of building that foundation. And then rugby too was another thing I didn't even know about until just during high school.
Yeah.
I saw they were practicing. I was like, oh, yeah, rugby.
You played all 4 years of high school?
The first year I got injured, tore my rotator cuff, so I wasn't able to. But not even, because COVID threw me off. I played rugby 2 years.
Okay. Okay.
But we was going to play a third until COVID came in. But I didn't do any of the backyard wrestling. I didn't know where to find these friends who did backyard wrestling. So I just kind of wrestled, like my pillow.
Yeah.
Or my brothers had like old wrestle buddies from the 90s.
Okay.
Those were my backyard wrestling.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. I had some insane matches with that. Like I'd go 4 hours with that pillow. It'd be, like Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker level of like drama.
This craftsmanship from start to finish.
Oh, sometimes I'd put the pillow over, so I have to come back and get my big win at Mania.
Yeah.
Oh, we had some storylines going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I have been put through so many tables as a little girl. I always wanted to be China for whatever reason. Y'all see how tall I am, my size. I don't know why the fuck I would ever think I could be China.
You
but
can be whatever you want to be.
You know what? You're right. But I can't be China. Like I just.
Well, it's hard to be China.
Yeah.
She was pretty
China.
badass.
Yeah. But I've been put through plenty of tables, like the kids' playhouse, like the play school. Been put through those.
That's what I use as tables.
Yeah.
For my backyard.
Cardboard boxes, dude.
Oh no, I had the tent, so I could go through it and it would pop right back up.
Mm-hmm.
We could redo the spot like 4 times.
Yeah.
Or the gymnastic, like the foam floors or whatever. You could set them up. Ooh.
Okay, I was not that level of creative. Yeah.
I wasn't either. My cousin was.
So I'm going to read this to y'all, and feel free to join in. You may or may not know it. There's a road outside every darkened door where blues won't hurt you. Where blues won't haunt you anymore. Where the brave are free and the lovers soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate.
No, we won't.
There's not much time left today. Yeah. Life is a highway, and I want to ride it all night long. So how does that resonate with y'all?
Long car rides, long road trips.
Yeah.
Oh, all night long.
All night long.
Yeah.
When they're all passed out and I'm the only one driving.
Yeah.
All.
Hey, I be fighting for my life to stay awake so this guy's not up driving by himself, okay? Sometimes I lose. It's not always a winning battle, but I try.
And then when you drive, I'm out.
Oh no, this guy doesn't. He doesn't even try. He's just out. So I kind of feel that, when it's 3 a.m. We're not even back in Michigan yet. We're driving. I just think, what would Rascal Flatts say? And it just gets me through it. And then when I'm out there in the ring and I hear the song playing and the hips just start moving.
Yeah.
They start swiveling.
You can't
I
deny
can't really
it.
control it. It's more of like the song takes over the hips
Mm-hmm.
because, hips got to move.
And the hips don't lie.
Hips don't lie.
And like every single entrance, you will see me just break out laughing because he starts doing the hip swivels and I can't keep it together.
I can't keep it together. My body just goes.
Body just goes.
It just feels right,
You can't fight the feeling, man. You can't deny it.
Don't fight the feeling.
So have you ever thought about using a different song?
We used to use This Is the Time by Nothing More.
Okay.
Yeah, completely different vibe. Kind of faster rock, metal. I don't know what genre, but
It was rock.
rock. Oh, this is the time that we let it go. Classic, really. But it's no Rascal Flatts.
Yeah.
And when we came out to This Is the Time, it felt cool.
Edgy.
It just didn't feel like it was us.
Okay.
And now when I hear, the intro to Life is a Highway, I'm like, okay, this makes sense. Because as hard as you might try, it's hard to hip swivel to This Is the Time.
Or the DTA theme.
Or the DTA. Well, okay, I can get into like kind of, kind of get into it. But it's not as natural as, Life is a Highway. And, if I feel more comfortable hearing that song and it just takes me going, then why change it? We might have to change it eventually, because copyright and all that.
Unless you just have them sing it for you.
No,
like a Jim Johnson type of situation.
Ooh. Or we'll just come out with no music and I'll have headphones in.
And we're listening to, okay. And are we singing it too?
We can sing it.
Okay.
You should just hum it. Just hum it. Don't even sing it. Just hum it. Leave them all guessing.
No,
and then those that catch on. I'm actually enjoying this brainstorming session.
No, this is
usually how it goes.
We're good. We're getting somewhere, man. Okay.
So you guys is stuttering and shit. Some of your signature moves include the frog splash and the flying elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking top tier. That's all I can say. Fucking top tier.
Thank you.
How did you guys how did you know? Like, cause you know how people know, like, this is my move. How did y'all know? Did y'all not know? Like, did it like?
I didn't know my elbow drop was going to be what it was until I hit it.
Yeah.
It was just kind of called out there, and I was like, oh my goodness. We have an interview going on.
Hopefully it's not a zombie apocalypse.
Speaking of elbow drops, I'm about to drop an elbow drop on now. No, I didn't notice it was going to be something that I could do so well until I did it. And then I saw it, and I was like, oh, that's what it looks like. I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then frog splash.
Frog splash, yeah, we did that training. I once got from corner to corner. Only once.
So he can go.
Yeah.
He can jump.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys are fast and accurate, precise, just really good.
We try to be fast. We try to be precise. We love our moves. We love them.
The fans love them too. You guys are appreciated.
We got to get better at yelling out because we got great names to our moves too. We got to get better. Uppies.
We got face load.
We got face load.
We got back shots.
We got back shots.
Why would you not scream that out?
I scream uppies. I do.
Okay.
Sometimes he'll get them up on like an electric chair.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, uppies, like a little kid.
Yeah.
And then I hit the drop kick. But sometimes it's harder to scream face load and then pick a big ass scoot up over my head, for him to hit the face load.
He just yells my name.
Yeah. It's just instinct to just yell KJ as loud as I can.
You did that a few times tonight as you were getting dragged around.
Just hope he shows up. No, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he does.
Catch you off guard sometimes.
See, KJ keeps us on his toes.
As you're supposed to.
As he's supposed to.
So let's change pace just a little bit.
Okay.
So what's something about you guys that your fans may not know? Like any hidden talents or anything like that?
Flip my tongue. I think that's like the only hidden talent I got.
Yeah.
Hidden talent, man. Oh my god, what can I do?
Cross buns on the recorder.
Yeah. You should see me hit up some Rihanna on karaoke.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
that
Umbrella?
that I usually go for like diamonds.
I can see that.
I can kind of give my heart to that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
Beautiful
not something,
melody.
people aren't expecting me to go all out with the Rihanna until I'm up there and then they're like crying.
Yeah.
Then they're like, wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
So that might be one thing they might not know. I'm a kind of karaoke kind of guy.
Sound like Fergie and Jesus had a baby?
I've been told that, actually, that exact thing.
Who's told you that?
A couple people.
Like who? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys had a superpower that you could only use in ring, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. Superpower.
Only in ring?
Only in ring.
I would want to be really stretchy.
Ooh.
Imagine I just wrap myself around somebody and then like they can't move and then you come off with like frog splash. Dude.
I think I'd want to be invisible.
Invisible?
Oh, that'd be OP, yeah. Then they just can't see you.
Or is there like a power where like my opponents can't see me but like everyone else can?
Like temporary blindness?
No. Have you ever seen the show Umbrella Academy?
Of course.
You know the chick that has like rumor or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rumor them. They can't win.
Have you seen the new season?
Not yet.
I haven't either.
I binged watched the last 3 or 4 seasons, or 3 seasons.
Mhm.
4 seasons. Almost there.
That's actually really smart.
So they can't win.
Yeah.
What about you?
My in ring superpower would be super strength.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, he's already got that. Have you seen how big and powerful and muscular and jacked this guy is?
You're right.
You're lucky I got to put
You're lucky he's got the pump cover on.
Literal juggernaut.
I've been having to convince him not to flex through the sweater since we started this interview.
Yeah, you want to keep your sleeves.
I can see him twitching.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I want to break this sweater. But I'm like,
it's a hoodie.
we're doing an interview. Sweater, hoodie.
They all keep you warm.
They're
You know.
completely different though.
Okay, whatever you want to call it.
So before we wrap up, I'm dying to know, what drives you guys to keep coming back time after time?
Especially after that, getting chopped so much.
I
It's
didn't
hard.
get chopped, so that's why I'm coming back.
Okay, I hate you. But on a serious note, what keeps me coming back is just the fact that I've tried so many. Why are you laughing? I was about to get serious, man. I was about to get real.
I thought you were going to say the back shots, but I don't.
This guy's got back shots on the mind. Like, come on, get the head out the gutter, dude.
Dang.
What was the question?
What was the question?
I don't know. What keeps coming?
What keeps y'all coming back to the ring?
What keeps coming? Because that was the question. Don't turn your back to the camera. Where are you going? Get back over here, my guy. Come on, we keep coming. Come on. Okay. What keeps me coming back to the ring? I'm kind of obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like, I've tried many different things in my life. Other sports. Where is your mind at, my guy? I'm trying to be real. These people want to know what really gets KJ going.
Well, you're not KJ, first of all.
Yeah, but they're about to find out what gets me going. Okay?
I'm listening.
Okay? God, where was I?
You're starting to.
Oh, yeah. I've tried many things. Like even when I was in school, I would just be there, and all I could think about is wrestling. I'm like, oh, the teacher's up there doing whatever. I'm like, okay, how could I get from this thing to another? So I'd stop paying attention, and everything I ever did, it always just felt like it's not feeling right. But every time I go out there and wrestle, everything just feels.
It just all makes sense.
It just feels right.
Yeah.
Like getting punched in the face feels right. Punching other people in the face, watching him get whooped feels right. I love watching him get beat up, honestly. This interview's turning me against you,
Oh, no.
actually.
So are you guys about to try?
We might jump you after this.
I'm perfectly fine with putting them through the table.
Honestly, there's a big table right here.
I don't think they can see the big table.
We can turn it around.
Oh, they'll see the big table. They'll see the big
We don't
table.
need to.
KJ, come on, what gets you going?
That's a different question.
KJ.
What keeps me from what?
Yeah, because that is a different question, actually. What keeps you coming back to the ring?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a drug when you like step out of the curtain. Adrenaline,
Mhm.
the fans. It's something I've been wanting to do my whole life. So like, I'm not gonna do that. What am I gonna do? You know what I mean?
I mean, even on the car ride here, it was a 3-hour car ride. Most of the time we spent in the back seat on our phones looking at the old wrestling figures and play sets we used to have as a kid and just going back and forth and comparing it. And
That and Lego sets.
that and Lego sets, which makes me kind of realize like we kind of had the same childhood coming up, you know, like everything was wrestling and Legos. You know, everything, all the toys I had were all wrestling. You know, just going through the memory of all the stuff that we had.
That was fun.
Just, you know, everything goes back to wrestling every time.
When I was a little girl, I've always loved wrestling. When I was a little girl, my mom used to buy me Barbie dolls and WrestleMan. So my Barbie doll was always a WrestleMan's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And my mom, I remember this one Christmas, she bought me this badass Titron where you scan the wrestler's foot and their theme song play.
What?
It was so fucking
I had
nice.
dreams of that being a thing. I didn't know that was real.
Yes, that was real. Yeah.
Do you have like a video or a picture of that?
I could probably find it.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah. It was like a little thing under their, it was like a metal thing under their foot. And you scan them. I had Sting, I had everybody. You scan them and then like their theme song would play.
That's so cool.
It's so cool. They need to bring it back.
Yeah, and like we were talking about, like there was a play set where on the back of it you press the button and it's like the guy's theme song.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was so cool. But what you said,
I think it was like only John Cena's theme song though.
It had Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, okay. My
think those
memory
were the
doesn't
only
go
two.
that back. Yeah.
And I think the set I had was Raw is War. I think it was around there. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Dang, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always loved this shit. It's in my blood, man.
Yeah. It's just always there. I feel like everything I've always done, like I started doing amateur wrestling because I wanted to do WWE.
Yeah.
I started WWE wrestling. I started weightlifting because I wanted to be big to do pro wrestling. It just feels like everything I did, even growing up, was kind of with the purpose to getting closer to wrestling.
Yeah. Everything happens in divine order. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Like everything happens when it's supposed to happen. And I just believe like when you live not necessarily a righteous lifestyle, but when you live a lifestyle like that's goal oriented, that's purpose driven, like by default, you're going to be given the things that your heart truly desires, you know? Yeah. So that's really what like living a passionate life is all about, you know? And it just make life worth living, so to say.
Like I remember one of our first shows, I remember telling Ryan like, hey, it'd be so cool if we were a part of DTA. And then later we were part of DTA. It was like, oh, it'd be so cool to wrestle like the Rascals and Machine Guns, and then we did that. It's like we're hitting the goals that we wanted to.
Yeah.
Like he was telling me he used to play with Alex Shelley action figures.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy that like as a kid I had an Alex Shelley action figure, and now he's like my teacher at this point.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Full circle moment almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I remember growing up and watching the X Division, Alex Shelley, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, like when it was the Octagon and they had the X over. Oh my, the best. Homicide, Hernandez, they had Conan. I mean, I can keep going down the whole roster, but yeah, like it was TNA was where it's at. Like it was definitely, it still is where it's at. Let me not say that, but the X Division at that time was just like top tier. Like, everybody was damn near like on Ricochet's level, so to say, you know.
They were all kind of innovative and
yeah,
doing new stuff, and it was working.
Absolutely.
It was working.
I remember one match with AJ Styles. He was on the top rope, jumped from the top rope to the center of the X, like beast. Like, yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Just jumping on that thing seems hard, man. Having to hold on to that rope.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Imagine if you're sweaty too, you just slip off.
Ooh, I can't wait to do it. I'm a hope I don't slip. My hands won't be slippery, man.
I get sweaty hands very easily. So it's like,
yeah.
Maybe I'll slowly climb up and just grab. And then, you know.
I'll just hang from you.
Don't do that. Don't.
Hernandez was able to hang from the rope, and he's like almost 300 pounds. and he's like 6'3".
Yeah, that's almost as big as you.
Yeah. He's a little smaller than you.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
What are you at? A good 3? Are you 350 right now?
He holds it well.
He's going up.
Yeah?
He's been on a bulk. You know, it's been getting colder.
Yeah.
He's like, 300 pounds seems kind of light.
Yeah. I get that.
Let's bump it up, and I get it.
Yeah, I get that.
Just throw Aaron around earlier.
Mm-hmm. Just
Yeah.
pinkied him. Yeah.
I did the little Mr. Pinky. I was going to show you, but you
Oh.
the skadoosh.
Oh, the skadoosh? No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want my career to be over right now.
Don't want you to retire early.
Oh, no. That would be
Put you on a Legends contract.
Ooh, okay, now that sounds like I would get some money. Maybe. I don't know, man.
Well, I definitely want to thank you guys so much for sitting with me. I really enjoyed this conversation. Do y'all have any social medias y'all like to drop for the people?
I don't know my social medias.
I do. I know my Instagram at least. It's _Ryan Matthias.
The KJ Reynolds on Instagram.
Yeah. He's got a gear account now.
I do.
Yeah, where he designs gear.
Yes.
So maybe you should plug that.
At KJ Reynolds Pro on Twitter or X. And then I think it's KJ Reynolds Gear Design on Instagram.
Gear design. Get this guy to design your gear, you know?
Absolutely.
He designed he designed this. Look at that. You know? No biggie.
Well, again, I definitely want to thank you guys for sitting with me and joining the Mafia. The ring is more than just a battlefield. It's a canvas where these creatives paint their stories. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more superb segments. And until next time, definitely stay ringside and stay marvelous.